everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I'm a part-time reseller on POSHMARK, and today I'm going to talk about ways that I make daily sales on POSHMARK. Hopefully this video is interesting to you, and make sure that you're subscribed so you never miss a future video that I do here on this channel. Okay, so the first thing that I swear by doing is sending offers immediately when you get likes. Definitely send those offers out because people are going to accept things and you want to get them while, they are interested in the piece. You don't want to lose them, because I've done that myself where I've waited to send the offer and then they're no longer interested, or maybe they found a better piece for a better price. So send those offers. It will really help you, and you'd be really surprised how many people actually accept those offers right away. And again, you have them while they're impulse shopping. So if you have a VA, have your VA send out those offers automatically as quickly as you can, or just send them out yourself. But I recommend always sending those offers out immediately. You don't want to wait a couple days or even a couple hours. You will definitely lose the buyer by that time. The next thing that I recommend doing is using the My Shoppers to send out offers in bulk to the bundles. So you can add all the likes to bundles, and then you can send out bundle offers to people that have bundled more than one item. And this is going to help if people, liked a bunch of items from your closet, or maybe they just want to get a good bundle price on all the items. You can send them out in you just press the button and then it all just goes. And you can send out thousands of offers at once, and somebody is definitely likely to purchase. I do this once a week or maybe once every other week, and I find it to be really helpful to, making sales is just really sending out those offers to people that want to buy multiple items. People don't want to just pay shipping for one item, especially because shipping has gone up. Now it's over $8, so people want to get their money's worth. So definitely make sure you're sending those bundle offers if you can. That's going to really help people. The next crucial thing to making those daily sales is accepting offers when you get them. And if you can't accept, then definitely counter. Do not decline. You will not get as many offers, and you will not get as much attention to your closet if you start declining offers. That is just something that has been around on Poshmark, and I always just counter and accept when I can. It's crucial, and it really helps me make more sales. So typically if I get an offer, I will accept it, unless it's crazy low and I really can't accept it, then I will counter. But it's definitely worth it to accept and counter when you can. You will make more sales doing this, and you'll just make other people happy, and you'll get through your inventory faster. Another great way to, make those daily sales on Poshmark is to go live. And I know a lot of people don't like going live, so this one might be a hit or miss for some people, but I generally have good luck going live, whether I do a silent live or an actual live. But again, you have to be kind of consistent with these, because I notice when I'm not consistent, it's actually really hard to kind of get going again. So I really recommend being consistent and doing this, whether it's once a week or same time or same day or whatever like that. But it's really important to be consistent with it. But I would definitely give it a try, because you'll reach an audience that you wouldn't necessarily reach by just sharing your items. And people tend to like to buy in shows, actually myself included. I've been buying in a lot more shows recently, which I never thought I would do. So don't be afraid to kind of host a show, because you really don't know. It might open up the door to making a lot more sales for you. And I tend to see that a lot of repeat buyers come to a lot of shows. So it's a great way to get those buyers to come back to your page as well. The next one that I know I've said time and time again, but it's still really important to this day, is to list daily. You need to list new items. And you make a lot more sales doing this, because I know for the last week or so when I was moving, now I'm pre-filming this, so it's not going to line up perfectly, but when I was moving, I wasn't listing as much because I was really just trying to not get as much prior to my move. And I was seeing the number of sales I was making every day was not as much as it normally is. And typically I make more than one sale a day, but when I wasn't listing as many pieces, I was seeing that my sales were slower. But when I'm consistent with when I list, and I'm consistent listing 25 new items a day, I really do see a difference in my sales. I see multiple sales coming in a day. So it's really important to be listing every day. And like I said, it's important to be listing consistently every day. That will really just help the algorithm. It will work in your favor if you do this. And along with listing every day, relisting every day is also very important. So I relist a bunch of pieces every day, again, a consistent amount, and I use my VA to do this because, again, it's so much easier. I don't have to worry about like duplicating the listing and copying and removing all that. So I have my VA, I schedule to do anywhere from 15 to 20 each day, depending on the month, and I find that to be really, really helpful, and it definitely recirculates the inventory. A lot of the times after I relist an item, it sells like almost immediately, so it's really important and it does really make a difference. People think that it doesn't make a difference, but it really does, and I can't recommend it enough. Okay, the next important crucial thing to making those daily sales is to share your closet throughout the day and share it every day. Don't go hours in between sharing your closet, and don't go days or weeks between sharing your closet. You're not going to make consistent sales if you're not sharing your pieces, if they're not being put in front of different eyes. And so I share once an hour. I think that is a really good amount to do. If you have a very small closet, you could probably share more than that. And if you have a very, very large closet, you might not be able to share that often, but find what works for you. I share once an hour, and I find that really works well. It kind of keeps me on track. Every hour I see, okay, like my closet will share again, my VA is running, and it works really well. So find something that works, but definitely share throughout the day, because that's going to get your items in a lot more, in front of a lot more eyes, and it's going to help you make more sales. Oh, and one thing I wanted to add to this that I forgot to mention is if you have a VA like Posture VA or any of the others, you can schedule it to share throughout the day, so you don't even have to like do it. You literally can just schedule it in the morning, or you can have it preset to schedule your closet, at the same time every day. And that makes it really nice because no one wants to be bogged down sharing all day, and they have other things to do. So definitely get a VA if you don't already have one. I'll link mine down below. You can use the code that I'll put here on the screen to sign up for it and really try it out and see how really game-changing it is to schedule those shares and not have to sit there and share all day on your phone, because we all know that could be very time consuming, especially if you have a larger closet. Really having to scroll through and select all can take a very, very long time. So a VA will definitely change that and make it really easy for you to do those shares. And it's one less way that you have to really focus on being engaged on the platform, because your VA is doing it for you. So you're like being engaged without really being engaged, which makes it really, really nice and simple. And the final thing I'm going to talk about that's going to really help you get more sales consistently, that a lot of people probably don't talk about, is just engage with the platform. So what I mean by this is engage in those Posh shows, or engage with your buyers, whether that means answering their questions, accepting their offers, things like that. Maybe share community shares or share your own shares. Just things like that that are, community based. The more you are active, the more likely you are to make more sales. It really does have an impact. I'm not really sure why. I think it's just they want it to be a more social platform. So the more you engage and the more you socialize, the better you will be and the more sales you will actually make. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you learned a tip or two on things that you can do to get those daily sales on Poshmark. I see so many people that always ask how they can get daily sales on the platform, and I always think that these are really important tips that are going to help you, and I swear by all of these. So definitely make sure you're doing these, and if you have any other tips that you swear by to get consistent sales on the platform, put those down below. It might really help somebody out who is just looking to learn something on maybe how they can boost their sales. And if you have any tips that you swear by, they can definitely help someone else out as well. If you want to see another video on new features that you should be using on Poshmark that are actually really great and helpful, you could click right here. And if you want to see another video on maybe reasons why your listings aren't selling and what you can do to fix them, you could click right here. But until next time, I will see you then.